Hi, this week on Clinic Chats, I want to talk about invisible causes. Hey, I'm Eloise Ansell. I'm an intuitive healer based in the UK, and today I want to talk about invisible causes. So, there are a lot of things that can impact our health and well-being, and a lot of them come from the mind, our emotions, and our belief systems. And so sometimes we can kind of see those as hidden because we're not always consciously aware of them. And sometimes you need to get some therapy or have some energy medicine or something to kind of bring those things to the surface so that you can observe them. And once we see them, they can kind of unravel because our bodies are always trying to heal us. So they're always giving us little hints and messages. And quite often, our bodies do that through symptoms, pain, any other way that they have to communicate with us. So every time you have like a little issue with your ankle or you hurt a finger or you cut yourself, your body's trying to heal itself in some way. You cut yourself, you don't know that your body isn't trying to balance out the acupuncture point that you've cut through, because that quite often happens. Or we hurt our leg in a certain place, and it's the body trying to stimulate that area, trying to get it to heal. Even though you've injured it, it means it gets the attention on it and it can heal things. So the body's always trying to heal and always trying to cause situations or bring things into our world to shift things. But we can often see them as bad things when really they're actually there to benefit us. I have a very fun example. I had a little bit of a stuck sacroiliac joint in my back, and I was like, I hadn't quite got to the bottom of it. I've been working through all the layers and all of the beliefs and stuff that was causing it. And I was kind of shifting it quite well, but it was still a little bit just stuck. And I'd looked at everything and thought I'd balanced everything out, and I just couldn't get it shifting again. So I was like, I really should just go to the osteopath and get it get it a little bit of a physical work on it. But my body found a cheaper way. So because I'd worked through all of the layers and all the causes underneath it, I just needed a bit of a physical crack there to get it moving again. And I knew that, and that's why I wanted to put the osteopath. But instead, I had an accident and fell. And as I was in the air falling, realised my body was tipping over to fall down on my bad hip. And I was like, oh, I think I'm going to just help and get this shifted finally. And it did. It was very fun. So, although I had a couple of days of, a bit of bruising and a little bit of pain from the fall, it cracked my back open and got it sorted. So I'm very open to the fact that my body will heal in mysterious ways. And I'm very aware that we have all these underlying hidden things and we can't always see them. So what we our body is trying to heal these belief systems that we have below the surface, and it will find a way of bringing that up. Now you can do that actively, or you can just kind of sit back and wait for it to do it in a more kind of gentle, passive fashion, I guess. But the more actively we look at stuff, the quicker we can get to those causes and shift it. So, we need to constantly be getting some work or doing some work on ourselves in order to make sure we're keeping on top of everything that our body is trying to heal and shift. So that can just be making it a a regular thing that you do, either to go and see a therapist or work with someone, or more practically on your own, to do some journaling or meditate or do something that opens up a space where your body can maybe hint and tell you what it is that you need to look at. You need to get those ahas sometimes in order to shift that underlying hidden causality. So there are loads of books and awarenesses out there and charts on what issues in different areas of the body um, create, and if you hurt something, what it's about. We look at the work of Louise Hay. It's quite a famous list, if you like, but there are many others, and I draw on a lot of them in clinic. I don't actually go to Louise very much, occasionally, but quite often there's other things going on. So, for instance, if you twist your ankle, because the spleen and the gallbladder meridian go through your ankle, which is about worry about taking action, if you twist your ankle, it's normally because you need to make a decision. So, if you haven't made a decision and you need to, you will quite often twist your ankle, which will probably put you to sit down for a few days and think, and that might help you have the space to make a decision. So we have all these little quirks and ways that the body can highlight things to us, but we've lost touch with being able to hear it clearly. We've lost touch with our bodies and the environment around us. So we don't always see these kind of hidden causes going on under the surface. So we need to pay attention. We need to ask our bodies what things are about. So our beliefs and things will hold a lot of these hidden causes. And so anything you can do to kind of look at them and observe them can be very helpful. But there are many, many, many other hidden causes. We can have ancestral energy blocks. You could have like your curses in your ancestry. Weird things could have happened in the past. You can have karmic patterns that are causing problems. Your money issues could be a family curse from hundreds and hundreds of years ago, or it could be a karmic pattern that you've picked up. Our past lives, if you believe in that, could cause some interesting energies to be present. If we haven't cleared something from our past life where we kind of made a contract to look at something, we can then pull that into the next life. Or sometimes we've looked at it and we've dealt with it, but we forgot to tick it off the list. So then we try and replicate it and cause it again in the current life. And we don't even need to. We've already done that because in some ways everything needs to be observed. So there are so many factors and so many things that can be causing issues and problems that are kind of hidden that we don't always see them or we know about them. I was dancing all day yesterday and my ankle got irritated. Now, most people would have thought my ankle got irritated from the dancing, and kind of yes, but I'd already clocked there was something bubbling there for the last couple of weeks, but it hadn't had an excuse to come out. So I was like, okay, let's look at what this is about. And I know exactly what it is. It's like some stuff going on in my life at the moment is bringing like certain energies and awarenesses and stuff in that I haven't fully made a decision on. I haven't fully decided what I want to do around it. And so my ankle is kind of hinting that maybe I should look at it this week. So I will do that. Now, a lot of people will go, but Eloise, you had ankle issues like 2 years ago. It must be the same problem. It's like, well, no, my ankle's completely healed since then. This is another underlying cause that's coming to the surface. And we can get stuck in that model of thinking everything's physical and that it was, the dancing that caused the injury. But it's other hidden stuff under the surface that's really causing it. And our body just finds an excuse to do it. I could have said no to dancing yesterday, and it practically probably would have been good to have done that. But I chose to go and do it, and that's because I needed to see what is coming up for me at this time. So it's all very entertaining, and I had a lot of fun. So yeah, hidden causes are very present, but we don't see them. We don't know they're there. So we're constantly looking for the obvious, the physical stuff, what did I do to, what was the cause that caused this effect? But cause and effect don't actually work together in the way that we think they do. And quantum physics says there's no such thing as time and space, but that is our reality. So cause and effect can be a little bit less tangibly tied together as well. I've certainly quite often had a cause. I've had the effect before the cause, which is very interesting. That's happened many, many times to me, and I've seen it with clients. And so things don't actually have to occur in order and sequence. It's very fascinating. So we're a lot more complicated than we think we are. And these hidden kind of causes and the invisible effects that kind of bubble out in symptoms and issues and problems with the body can be very difficult to understand when we don't have this awareness, or we don't have the training and the awareness in order to go and look at them. So this is why it can be really effective to work with someone who, like me, has spent like decades training in all of this, because I can ask your body, what's going on? What is the cause of this? What do we need to address? What do we need to observe so that you can heal yourself? What is your body trying to tell you? The body is very wise, it's full of wisdom, and it wants to heal. So it's going to be giving you these insights and awareness through pain and symptoms and problems in order to bring your focus and awareness to look at these invisible causes so that you can heal them. And then miraculously, the body will heal, and you'll be like, oh, wow, that was cool. It can happen very quickly once we see and observe those invisible causes. So any questions, put them in the comments below. I'd love to maybe do another video on this another day. If there's something specific you want to know about, let me know. And have a great week. Take care. Bye.